Hi everyone, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium, Pick a Card. Welcome to a August 2026 singles prediction. Okay, today we're going to pick a card that we feel drawn to, see what Spirit has for you coming forward in the month of August. See what it is that Spirit wants you to know about this connection, who, what, where, when, how, anything Spirit wants to share with us. I do have some charms and initials, lots of evidence, lots of clues. So take with you what connects to you, leave the rest for everyone else. I do have three choices today. Group A is my Knight of Cups. Group B is my Lover's card, and Group C is the Empress. So take a moment to pick a card that you feel most drawn to, and I will timestamp your reading below. Hi everyone, welcome to Group A, the Knight of Cups. So you chose the Knight of Cups, and you can see this beautiful kind of charming individual, just standing, very self-confident, very in tune to who they are, what it is that they want, very charming, very debonair. So let's see what this Knight of Cups has coming towards you. I kind of like this old-fashioned car because I feel like I'm picking up on some just old-fashioned morals or values, or how does this person think? How do they behave? How do they treat people? Spirit, please share with me loving energy. What is coming towards us for August? What is it that's meant to be heard in this connection, about this connection? I am listening for you now. I have an illusion. Be aware of love's illusion. See it clearly. A little bit of a smooth talker, right? We could have somebody that's a smooth talker, and I just want to make sure that they're just not charming my pants off. So part of me says, beware of the person who, says all the right things, does all the right things, but a little bit of actions speak louder than words. Baggage, emotional baggage can weigh down a relationship. So I'm looking for baggage. I'm listening to what they're saying. I'm being very open to how they present themselves, what they're looking forward to. I have an apology. Is this person open to, if they've hurt my feelings in any way, they can talk about it. They can be there for me. So I'm looking for a lot of feelings. I'm looking for somebody who can communicate. I mean, this feels like I want to make sure that before I enter into anything, that this kind of Prince Charming energy is a real person. So you're doing your homework. I would say it that way. I want to be together, finding joy in the simple pleasures of just being together. Somebody who likes to just be with you. Okay, they're not bringing baggage and old feelings into this connection. They're not painting a picture of, some kind of false hopes. They're able to speak their truth. So I feel like you're just trying to pick the right one and find somebody that is going to work for you. Spirit, please share with me. I have a Queen of Wands. I have a Hermit. I have a Ten of Swords. And I have a Hanged Man. You're going to meet somebody who, of course, finds you very attractive. That's coming in. So I think that this charming, they could be very complimentary. They could be big smiles. You are beautiful. I've never met anybody like you. Energy. They have been alone for a while. They did have an ending, whether it's a divorce or a long-term relationship, or they broke up with somebody. I do feel like I think they were looking for the right one at this point. I'm going to say they've been alone for a little while. They've had time to think about it. They've had time to be themselves for a while, be single for a while. They're not rushing into anything serious, Spirit is saying. So they may start out a little slow. That's okay. I have a Chariot, but I do feel like things are going to move forward with that Chariot. It's a little bit of, I got to dip my toe in it for a minute and get used to the cool water. You know, I got to kind of warm up to the idea of another relationship. I have an Ace of Pentacles. I have a Page of Swords. I will say that they're giving a lot of thought to you being the right person. I feel like once they meet you, that they're giving a lot of thought to a little bit of getting back in the game, you know, just kind of putting their head back into a relationship as opposed to being single. Sometimes we just have to get used to the idea. Even when we want it, it changes things. And then we take a step back and we say, is this what I really want? Is this going to be what I've been looking for? Let's start to get a handful of clues. Spirit, tell me more about this connection. What is it that you need me to know? I've been healing from a heartbreak, so I feel like they did spend some time. I will say they will tell you they've gotten out of something recently. I've been a free spirit. I've been alone. I've been doing my own thing is probably what you're going to hear. I'm looking for somebody who's my equal, a power couple. So they're looking for somebody who is going to bring a lot to this connection as well. Okay, whether it's your success, career, hard worker, we work well together. So they're looking for a partner. And spilling the tea, I feel like I'm going to be just completely open with you. That feels like I've got to let you know how I feel. I have a soulmate energy. That came into me as I wasn't expecting to meet somebody that I would feel a soul connection. I feel like they were always thinking they would meet somebody else, but I feel like they're more surprised than anything that they have just met somebody that they are connecting to on a deeper level. So I'm going to say that that is something that's caught them off guard. Maybe they just thought, you know, I'm going to have to meet a lot of different people to find the right one. Let's get some initials, see if we've got, maybe you have somebody in your mind you want to know, is this my soulmate? Let's see if we can get some confirmation today for you. I have the letter S. I have an I have a T, an H, an X. I have a Q. I have the letter A. I have a W. I have a V. I have a Z. I have a G today. I have an I, an M, an X. I have a B, and I have an O. Okay, so some of you that could be making sense. You could get your initials, their initials. Don't worry if you don't see your initials. It's still your reading. Let's get a couple of charms. Let's see. I always like to read the charms intuitively and see what they are sharing with me. Spirit, what is it that you need us to know about this connection? Let's get a handful. So the first thing that's jumping out at me is this angel. I feel this beautiful angel that has guided me to you. So I have definitely somebody watching over me that I'm thinking about. I have somebody who sent me to you. So this is a little bit of a divinely sent union energy coming in. I have this beautiful sun. I'm going to go with a new beginning, somebody that this is new to me, new to them. Maybe we just met. Maybe we will be meeting here in the month ahead. I have putting down roots. I love putting down roots with this tree of life. So we have that little bit of a castle in the sky, a fairy tale coming true. I feel just very strong about this connection. Could be the best thing that's ever happened to you. You could really feel that. I have lots of feelings. This is just coming into me as like bubbling over with love and presence, and you're a gift to me, and just all these kind of feelings surfacing, coming in. So I've got a lot of emotion in this connection. I have a Sagittarius energy on that. So we will take those charms. It's just a handful of charms. Spirit, what else do you want us to know today about this connection for our Knight of Cups? What's important in this connection? What is it that you want us to look for? Let's see. I have fancy restaurants. I want to take you to nice places. I like that. I have romance. This is also coming into me as travel. This is Venice, it looks like. It looks like I'm going to places maybe I've never been with this person. So this person may like to travel in the future. They may be looking forward to that. I have karaoke serenades. I like to sing out loud. I sing in the car. This person could sing in the shower, something simple like that. And let's get one more of these. And it's our first kiss. So I do feel the connection with this person. I'm excited about meeting this person. I'm looking forward to, of course, that first kiss and getting to know them. I think in the beginning, I'm just being smart with making sure that this person isn't just all charm and, and not being more open with their feelings, and they're just saying whatever they want to say to kind of win my heart. But I think in the long run that it is going to be a good connection, and I feel that we're going to be really happy. I love this energy. Let's see what some loving messages are. I've got, there's no one I trust my heart with but you. So I'm building trust. I love that. Our connection runs soul deep. It's a deeper, there's a part of me that feels that I wasn't expecting to fall in love with my soulmate. Okay, like maybe I never really believed in a soulmate. Maybe I never really thought it would ever happen to me. So I do feel like that's what's catching them off guard, that they really do truly feel like you are meant to be together. So that's exciting. Loving you grows my heart immensely. I've never loved this deeply. I've never loved this strongly. I lose track of time when we're together. Time goes by so fast. So that could be a clue that when we're together, we talk for hours, and all of a sudden we look up and it's 4 o'clock in the morning, So that could be a clue that just the hours fly by when we're together. I'm going to put this out into the universe for August. It feels beautiful. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. If you picked Group B, the Lovers, this reading is for you. So many of us know the Lovers card is that connection like no other, and it's that soulmate connection. And I feel you deep in my soul. I feel you deep in my heart, Spirit saying. So we're looking for the right one, they're sharing. They want us to find the person that we're meant to be with. So let's see what our cards are saying. Let's see what the energy is around this connection. Spirit, please share with me what it is that you want me to know with this Lovers card in August. What is coming towards us? Who is coming towards us? Anything about them? Any clues, evidence? What do we have? Let's see what we have. I have control. I'm releasing control. Okay. I will not allow, how about I won't allow anybody to control me? That could have been something that I struggled with in the past. Somebody telling me what to do. I'm stronger than that today. I have a blonde female with lighter hair, maybe lighter colored eyes, green eyes, blue eyes. I have a soulmate connection. I can feel the vibration between us. This is a great connection, a great relationship. So I already feel that this is going to be a deeper connection. I have a dating queen. There's a lot of people that want to date you is how it came in. And this person could be a little intimidated, like, you know, you could be with anybody. Why do you want to be with me? Well, I feel like you're my soulmate and I like the qualities that you have to offer. So I could have a lot of similar things, but obviously we're both going to be attracted to each other. I have an Ice King breaking through something, but this person could be very strong in another area of their life. They're very focused. They could own their own business. They put a lot of energy into their career, or that area of their life comes first because they have a lot of responsibility, Spirit's saying. So, for example, they're a doctor, you know, that they're responsible for other people. They're responsible for their patients. So their work is very important. There's a sense of, I have a lot of responsibility. So that could be a clue. Bottom of the deck, I have a true love. It's an honest connection. I can feel this coming into me with that hand kind of out. I can feel this love. I can feel this connection. Spirit, please share with me, where is this person? What is it that you want us to know about this connection at this time? I have a Devil. I have a Nine of Cups. I have an Emperor. And I have a Three of Wands. So the Devil came into me as kind of a toxic background. I had somebody in my life that I struggled with, and they're saying early on. So I want to say when I was younger, I made a mistake, something like that. I'm going to say I'm looking for something more simpler at this point. This person has a big career. They are probably substantial in some way as this Emperor, whether it's wealth or they're in a good place financially. They've built something for themselves. I just can't, this is like, I can't attract chaos again into my life. I can't have high maintenance. I can't have crazy. Okay. So they put up a little bit of a guard until, not that you have to prove yourself, until they start to see that you're somebody that they could be with. They want to make sure that they're not getting attached to somebody that has all kinds of problems. That Devil would be bringing problems with them. I have a Moon. So this is kind of I keep going back to what I had, not that they want it, but that as a learning curve, that I can't have that again in my life. I just can't do it again. So they're making sure that they're not repeating the same cycle. I feel like that's important to them. I have a Ten of Swords. They've worked hard at kind of moving on. And I do feel like they always are constantly looking at what's ahead of them. The choices are coming into me as they struggle with balance. They do. They struggle with work-life balance because their life is demanding. And I think it's just the career that they chose. And I think you'll respect that. And that's something that you will accept. So, but they do struggle with that. And they do feel that it hurts their relationship. So this isn't somebody who has a lot of like endless free time to dote on you. It's somebody who has a lot going on, but they do want you in their life. So but I think you're proud to be with them. And I think that you have a lot going on in your life too. So you don't need somebody to hold your hand every day. And you could be very impressed with what this person has and what they've built. You're a hidden gem. I love this. I love this feeling of I finally found you with this pearl in this shell. And they could be saying, I have been looking for somebody just like you. Maybe I keep meeting, I keep finding, the wrong people. I keep attracting the wrong kind of people. So I'm being more cautious. I feel that I'm not going to commit to anything. I'm not going to tell somebody I'm going to spend the rest of their life with them until I know that, that's what I really want. So they don't make empty promises. I think they have a big head on their shoulders. And I do feel like, if anything, they're just struggling with, I wish I had more personal time. That could be something they struggle with. Can I have some initials, please, Spirit? I have a W, P, M, L. I have an I have a C, a Q, an A, an E. Let's just get a couple more. Z. I have a T and one more, Spirit, and a G. So for some of you, those could be first initials, last initials for either someone on your mind or even your initials. Spirit, please share with me. Let's get some charms. Let's get a handful of charms and just, I love to read these intuitively. Sometimes just really cool signs come out or things to look at or confirmations also. So maybe something is confirmed for you. Okay, looks like I got a couple of signs here. So let's see, a lot of signs. Okay, we'll take the signs. All right, so I have a Virgo. I have a Sagittarius. I have an Aries. You could be an Aries. They could be an Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising. I have a Libra. I have this beautiful sun. I have this new beginning. I feel like I want to say this is just the beginning. I can't wait to see where we are in a couple of years. It's kind of that energy that it's only going to get better. This is just the beginning. I have the letter J. That feels really strong to me, that somebody's first name begins with a J. And I have a big donut, sweet tooth, maybe. I love sweets. I stop and I eat donuts in the morning with my coffee. Bad habit, but I do it. I have cherries, little bit of we're very much alike. We could be very similar with things that we like to do or things that we have in common. I have a strawberry. That came into me as sweet. I think you're really sweet. It could be a way that they describe you to others. You're really kind. You're really sweet. They could be really sweet and good to you, but it feels like how you're being described. I have a pink sneaker. I just want to go with the color pink overall. I could have a lot of pink in my wardrobe. You could have a lot of pink in your wardrobe. Or we could definitely have a pair of pink sneakers on either side. So that could be a really good clue. Let's see what else they want you to know about this connection. Spirit, tell me more about this connection. Where is it? Where is it headed? What is it that you have for us? Let's see. I have, how was your day? I want to know. I want to know everything about you. A little bit of I want to keep, not keep tabs on you, but I'm interested. I don't want to miss anything. So even if they're busy with their life, they'll be checking in. They'll be wanting to know how you're doing. They'll be interested in your life. It won't be all about them. Courting, very little bit of old-fashioned energy happening there, taking you out, taking you to dinner, taking you to nice places, going on dates. Okay, date night could be really important to them. We could just start dating this month. It could be Spirit's way of saying we're going to start dating. I have karaoke night. Maybe that's something that we like to do. We like to go to places that have a little bit of live entertainment, something fun, a night out. I don't know about the matching outfits, but sometimes you may find that you picked the same colors without knowing it. You both kind of show up for a date and you both have the same color shirt on, or you're like, oh my God, did we get the memo to both wear red tonight? So it could be as simple as that. You're just thinking alike. I have barbecues, casual, I think I like both. I feel like I like a night out, but I like a night in, and I like kind of being comfortable in my own home. I'm comfortable at your home. I'm comfortable at their home. So I do feel like I want to say we have a lot of normalcy, for lack of better terms, a lot of eye contact. When I look into your eyes, I see my future, and the eye contact could be a really good sign. You don't look into somebody's eyes, everybody's eyes deeply. So that could be a good clue. I have spa day. I want to relax. So I'm going to say work hard, play hard. Meet me for lunch. I love this. I got a busy day, but meet me for lunch, because at least we can see each other at lunchtime. So maybe we just do the best we can to be together as often as we can. So that could be just how this person thinks. Like, I have an hour to kill. I'd love to see you. I'd love to be with you. Spirit, can I have some loving messages, some future loving messages? What is it that you want me to know about this connection? Where are we headed? Being all yours is the sexiest feeling in the world. I feel like we will travel together. There's Paris in the background. I feel like it could be a very romantic relationship. Our love is expansive, eternal, never ending. So for those of you that would like to have a family, this could be the person I have a child with as well. So that feels nice. I will always run to you and with you. So that feels like I'm your partner. I made up my mind that I want to be your partner. And in case you forgot, I trust you with all of my heart. So I'm going to be there for you. This person, once they make up their mind, it's a true soul connection. I feel like we will definitely travel a lifetime together, Spirit's saying now. So we're going to put this out into the universe. It feels like a beautiful beginning. If it's not here yet, manifest it, claim it, own it. It's yours. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. If you picked Group C, the Empress, this reading is for you. So this Empress is worthy of love. This Empress has so much love to give and is nurturing, loving, caring. It's kind of like, look at me. Look at all that I have to offer, and you would be lucky to have me. Okay, so you know your worth. You know what you are attracting, and I do feel like somebody looks at you as you're the whole package just based on that card. Spirit, please share with me, what is it that you have for us? What is it that you need us to know in this connection? I have love. I feel my heart pounding. I'm looking for love. I'm looking for true love, the real love, kind of an explosive energy happening there, just like it grows. It's kind of pulsating. So I've got just an expanding love. I have meditation. This is what I have manifested. This is what I have been asking for. So whatever it is that you have been wishing for, I do believe Spirit is always trying to bring you what it is that you ask for. Maybe you don't get it when you ask for it, but you do get it over a period of time. This feeling of a reflection. Now that's coming into me a little bit of as I see myself in you. So you could be twin flames. You could be very, very close. You're mirroring each other in some way, Spirit's saying. So you could be one of those couples where you can finish each other's sentence, or I knew you were going to say that, or you are thinking about them and they call or they text, or you're watching this video now thinking about them and your phone rings. So you could be very connected telepathically to this person. And I have heaven on earth. That felt like I would move heaven and earth to do anything for you. Okay, so somebody who's very loyal and committed to you, that just felt like you have no doubt in my mind that this person would put you first. So I do feel that this Empress is going to be kind of on a pedestal. Not that you need somebody to jump through hoops for you, but you're not going to question that my person is in love with me or that I'm the most important thing in my person's life. So I do feel like you are asking for that. You want to come first. I have a Hierophant. I have a King of Pentacles. I have a Ten of Wands. And I have a Lover's card. This person believes in marriage. I would say that. Okay. They could have been raised that I want a formal commitment. I want to marry the person that I love. And then there was a sense of, I want to make your life easier. And it doesn't mean you can't take care of yourself. And it doesn't mean that you aren't independent. It means that somebody is coming into your energy that is in a position to either share the burden, share the weight of the world with that Ten of Wands and that King of Pentacles, and make life easier, whether it's we live together and we share expenses, or they own a home that could be paid for and you don't have to contribute as much to live there because they want to live with you. Whatever it is, there's a sense of some kind of burden is lifted that makes your life just a little bit easier by having you in it. So them in it. So it's that Lover's card, you know, like, I love you. Let me take care of you. Okay. And that's okay because you're going to love them. Let me take care of you. So it's mutual. I have a Page of Wands. Right from the beginning, the feelings are there. I do feel that. This is coming into me as they like your strength. They see something in you that's either powerful or ambition, or they see maybe this, I want to say drive, almost like you have dreams and goals. And so I do feel like they see you as somebody who is very independent, but at the same time, you can be independent and they can help take care of you at the same time. You know, two things can be true at the same time. But I do feel like this is, you are the type of person they have always been waiting for. And I feel like from the moment they met you, this is a moment that I met you feeling. Page of Swords, absolutely. I can't get my head off of you. So a little bit of an obsessive feeling coming into me. They may find themselves thinking about you more than they usually do. They may be wondering, and even worrying about, am I falling in love too fast? Am I being realistic? Is this too good to be true? So they could be questioning their feelings. Like, I have a sense that their feelings come in very quickly and very strong, and they put a lot of thought into, are these feelings real? Because maybe they're caught off guard, or they weren't expecting to fall so in love. It takes a lot for them to fall in love with somebody. But I do feel like they are looking at it going, whoa, I'm falling fast. And they have a good head on their shoulders in other areas of their life. They're usually more in control, Spirit's saying. So a little bit of it all feels too good to be true. This is wild. This is crazy. And whether they're saying it to you or you're saying it to each other, or they're just saying it to themselves. Like, I don't remember having, thinking about somebody nonstop. Like, this feels like I am obsessing over you. Okay. And that could be catching them off guard. So maybe it's mutual. I have an end of a season. Okay. Being open-minded, seeing both sides, changeable. But that feels to me more of a, I'm very open to love. I've been hurt before, but it doesn't mean I can't love again. It's what I want. It's what I wish for. But it's the person who doesn't hold the grudge of everybody hurts me. It's the person who says, yeah, I've had a broken heart, but you know what? It's life. And I also know that I can love again. And then here it is. I have this beautiful world card. So here's the sense of I have a lot of responsibility. I have a lot of achievements. I have a lot of commitments. I have boundaries. So this person could be truly a king, be somebody who explains to you that my days are busy. Okay, I take work home with me, something like that. I'll give you as much time as I can. I have a stalemate. Okay. Competition. I don't want competition. I'm going to say it that way. Like I almost this feeling of I won't make the next move unless I know that I'm going to be the only one. This person's not interested in you playing the field, you keeping your options open. You know, like if you want to be with me, then I don't want to date anybody else, and I don't want you to date anybody else. So they may be the first one to pull the trigger as far as let's be exclusive, because they are falling for you very quickly. So they want to eliminate the competition. They're not going to just leave this in limbo. They're going to try to get this connection to a point where they don't want you to be with anybody else. I have a beaver. Things work against you, but persistent pays off. New things on the horizon. Making dreams real. You know, it's interesting because beavers are amazing as far as they build such a strong home. It's indestructible. You know, you look at a beaver dam and that you can't even like take it apart. I mean, it's just so well put together. So this feeling also of it never works out. And that could be in the back of somebody's mind. Like, this would be nice. This would be a dream come true. But, you know, it just never works out. It didn't work out with all the people that weren't meant to be in your life. It doesn't mean that the new person coming in who is head over heels in love with you doesn't want to make this dream come true. Okay, so you can build something really strong with this person. Bottom of the deck. Oh, look at this. All right, I got to go with these two because they both look like really good messages. So the first one is a bird. I have some numbers. Let's grab the numbers. 8, 6, 8. This is 12 and 7. So I have these beautiful birds communicating, chatty. I like the chatty. Making contact, text or calling somebody. But I like this kind of banter energy that I'm feeling, that you could spend a lot of time texting this person. It could be really fun. It could be really flirty. We spend a lot of time, you know, just going back and forth on the phone, just getting to know each other. So I like this kind of banter, chatty energy coming in. And then I have a crossroads, weighing all my options, right? Do I go down this road with this person? Do I decide to be all in? Do I give up my other choices, my other, you know, detours ahead? We all have to make that decision, and there's no right or wrong answer to which direction you take. You are always going to be put on the road that you're meant to be on. So it's almost like naturally guided to you. And you don't have to worry. You don't have to fear that you're going to be making the wrong choice. I feel like this person would be hard to walk away from, if anything. I think that just the fact that they are so kind of smitten with you is going to be a turn on. I think it's kind of fun when somebody is really into you. So I'm going to go with that. Let's get some initials, first initials, last initials. Let's see, could be yours, could be theirs. I have an I, X, I have an O, I have the letter T, I have a Z, and I have an A. I have the letter G, I have an H, I have an I. the letter S today, a V, a Q, I have a W, and I have an M. Okay, so some of you could be connecting to those. Otherwise, it's just a handful of clues that could be coming in. Let's grab a couple of charms. Let's see what our charms are saying. See if we can pick up a couple more clues about this energy. I've got this big, beautiful bag of charms, and I'm just going to go all the way to the bottom. And I'm going to get a pinch way down here and get some charms I haven't seen for a while. How's that? Okay, let's get a couple more. Perfect. So it looks like I've got a couple letters. So let's grab the letters first. I have the letter F and I have the letter G. Also looks like I have a sign. This looks like a sign. So I want to grab that. I have a Pisces. Could be you, could be them. I have a nail polish. So somebody who likes to have nails, has their nails done. That could be a clue. I definitely have long nails. I love my nails. They could love your nails. Could be something that's important. I have a bag, a beautiful bag. Okay. So feels like a specialty bag. I will say whether it's designer, it's probably high quality. So maybe we invest in good quality bags. I have it looks like a lacrosse player, but it feels like team sports. I'm just going to say this is a school bus and team sports. So I'm going to say a couple things. It feels like this person played team sports and they did a lot of traveling, maybe travel soccer, travel football, something like that when they were younger. Or they could have children that are on a traveling team and they're busy with that. So it could be my kids are really active with their school sports. So I'm really busy with that, depending on what age you guys are. So you could already have children from previous relationships. I have a beautiful crown and I have a kind of this over the moon. Yeah, there's a sense of I don't know. I see you as my king. I see you as my princess. I see you as, I'm going to treat you right. So that beautiful crown coming in. And then the present is always a feeling of, I feel like I want to open it and I want to see what's on the inside. So it looks really nice on the outside and it's very pretty. But more importantly, I want to see what's on the inside. So this person, I feel like, is going to be more impressed with you with what's on the inside. And so you're beautiful on the inside and out energy. They're beautiful on the inside and out. So, but I also like the feeling of a gift that you could be the best thing that's ever happened to them. They've never been this happy before, all of those kinds of feelings. Spirit, tell me more about this connection. What is it that you want me to know today? Let's see. I have pursuing passion, kind of the bullseye, I'm hitting it. Little bit of you checked all the boxes also. I have happily ever after, soulmate energy. These swans are intertwined. I feel like once we're together, we stay together. I'm not feeling, that beaver dam with this kind of building a really strong foundation that's inseparable, that you can't even take apart. That once there are couples that once they find each other, they don't really go back and forth. They don't separate. They don't have no contact situations. They find each other and they stay together. And I feel like that's what this is going to be. I have a free spirit. I like this making a wish coming in. And I also like this kind of, I've grown, I've changed, I've transformed. I know who I am. I know what I want. And I have a Pisces. Okay, so we have a Pisces again. And I have unlocking new insight. You've opened my eyes. It was almost like you've opened my eyes to what I can have with somebody. I have a Taurus. Beautiful. I have an Aries. Okay. I'm just going to get one more of these signs. I have a soulmate energy. So you've opened my eyes. There's a sense of, I've never felt this way before. I've never experienced this kind of love, but there's a sense of you've opened my eyes to maybe what a relationship can look like, or what a relationship feels like when it's really working. So maybe they had other relationships, but it wasn't as easy as this, or effortless, or just fell into place the way that this kind of love will. Spirit, can I have some loving messages, please? I want to support your goals and dreams. I want to be there for you. So I love that. A cheerleader. You're so easy to please, and I want to give you more. I do feel there's a sense of easy energy, that we don't have to work so hard to just care about each other. We just have to let it happen. So there's not a lot of stress or anxiety in this connection. It could be just we're really good together. We're really compatible. I want to be the reason for your happiness. I want to make you happy. So this person, you're going to be important to them. Very important. My body says yeah, and my heart says heck yeah. They're falling head over heels, and they're falling fast. And I feel like they do give a lot of thought to that right from the beginning, that they are surprised by how fast they're falling for you. So they are kind of questioning themselves even, until they know that it's real, until they know that this is true. So I'm going to put this out into the universe. It feels amazing. It feels like you're going to have a wonderful August with this new love coming towards you. So I want to thank Spirit for these messages. I want to thank you all for being here. If you're new to this channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Claim it, own it. It's yours in the comments below. If you would like to book a private reading with me, please visit my website, KathyMamolen, psychicmedium.com, and I will put that link in the description below.